Hello, good day sa inyong tanan. And first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for inviting me over to talk about basic video production with emphasis on storyboarding. Okay, um, mga 4 to 5 slides lang ni siya. And hopefully, ma-explain ako tarong sa inyo in its simplest terms. I understand a number of you here are not major in media production, no? So medyo kaning basic video production is the thing that you will probably need in your future endeavors. Now, okay, uh, a little recap about video production or on why we're doing this, no? For the betterment of our society is that daghang og reasons actually. So when we say video production, dili na siya karon katong kinaraan na katong kuan gani iagi pag tape or katong film reels, but most of it are in digital format, especially sa mobile devices. So video production is quite important because kay okay, for function of documentation kanang sa atong mga organization o sa atong future companies, no? Sometimes we will be tasked things to document yung mga activities, no? For accreditation, for preservation of proof, manginana na siya. Of course, dili mawala ang entertainment labi na karon sa digital age. Okay, videos are almost everywhere in social media, no? Yeah, because of social media also nanggawas na ang mga basic katong mga, let's say, na democratize na ang na democratize, meaning na expand na ang video production from media companies to individuals, to the point na they get monetized through YouTube uploads and all that, no? The emergence of the vloggers, the mga YouTubers, influencers, mga no, for entertainment purposes. Siyempre, na dili mawala ang number one good is feed advocacy and as an educational tool, no? With the rise of with this current pandemic, no, na explore gyud ang use sa video production in educating children and even college students. Of course, advocacy yung mga apil na diha ang mga political campaigns, apil na diha ang mga social mobilization on awareness and everything similar to that vein. Okay? Siyempre, hindi mawala ang for business, which is for commercial, multimedia, marketing, and advertising. I did put, okay, sorry for that. I did put multimedia, wrong spelling, sorry. I did put multimedia because, kung magod siya, sa panahon karon dili lang enough ang video production but as well ang photos, mo incorporate ang photos, ang digital aspects, which is include makita niyo sa environment, sa mga blogs, sa social media. There's that aspect of interaction, no? Kung example, kung may mag-live stream, di ba, na mag-comment, kung may live selling, na mag-comment, as simple as that, but the nagdagang engagement, and sometimes wala gani siya mga special effects o mga advanced editing skills, pero it was able to send the message across effectively, and thus it was patronized by a lot of users, di ba? So yun na siya. But syempre, sinabi nating business because ginagamit din na siya to really to, especially kung ang imong industry is video production, so mo gina imong bread and butter, so that would be your business model na makita siguro nato sa mga events and weddings kana dili lang kay photography, but because ang mga DSLR cameras are now equipped with video function, apil na po sa videography. So Yan na siya, no? A lot of commercial potential, no, in the creative industry na ma-explore o mapangitan o panginabuhian livelihood sa uban nato na mga practitioners. Right. So, how do you go about your video production? Before we could talk about storyboarding, I think it's better to understand the basic production phases. Okay, tulo ra gyud na, no? Pre-production, production, and post-production. Ayan. Especially kung ang imuhang si tawagan ni especially kung you're engaged in medyo semi-formal or kanang a person who really is into video production, especially kung you are into a creative business, no? You really have to plan that out. Okay, pre-production is the very first step. Okay, planuhon, and most of all, sulaton. Right. Okay. This is quite true in almost media. Whether you are dili lang ang as long as you work in the media manggod, no? Media production, whether you are in TV, film, or radio broadcast, at the end of the day, it's about how you write, you know, how you write your stories, your creation would really make a difference sa katong wala giplano na mga video production. So what I'm saying is that pre-production includes a lot of writing because writing is the backbone in the media industry. Okay? You cannot appreciate a good film, a pelikula kung dili gwapo ang pagkasulat sa script. Ayan. No? Yeah, it's about direction, but kung ang foundation sa writing is medyo dili pa siya compelling, how can the director get inspired or motivated to 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 enforce the scenario, di ba? Sometimes ang script, ang screenwriting is very important sa director, no? Would be also better if ang writer mao pod ang director, which is mao gakatabo. But in other aspects like advertising, so advertising and marketing kanang sa mga video ads and other advocacy, gasulat gyapon og script kay para na-guide and at the same time dili sila mawala sa unsa man gyud ilahang pinaka number one purpose on why did they make that video. Especially especially in educational materials, no? In fairness with people at DepEd and other private schools, no? They were able to produce educational video materials, and prior to really producing and posting it online or packaging it, no, ilagid nang gibuhatan nila script. Okay, so ang siguro ang uban medyo na conscious kay wa sila kabalo sa format on how to do proper script writing. Yes, there is a format for script writing and all for TV and film. Dahil siya format actually audio and video. Pero for practical purposes, no, kanang kuan writing it just right, no? Writing without ayaw ka problema ka conscious sa format anyway if the intention is the output mismo ang tan-awon, no, writing is ang format sa writing is secondary na lang na siya. Importante is masulat nimo on a piece of paper, no? Isulat lang, just right. How would you want your video unsay output ana, no? What it to be. So, right, you write about an advocacy, how unsay tawag ang sequences, no? Unsay dagan sa story, ano na siya, no? Just write it out, no? unsay mga elements na gusto nimo i-emphasize. Ayan, no? It's quite a little technical, pero but sooner or later you'll get the hang of it, no? Of course, sa pre-production, no, dili gyud pwede na dili siya ma-develop ang story. Story development takes a lot of time, no? That's why kung nakay plano next year na video production, karon pa lang i-outline na siya. Kay nga naman, after writing manggod doesn't mean mo na gina ang final, no? Moagi pagyapon na siya, a lot of revisions. How do you revise? Okay. Sometimes commentary sa imong mga kauban, pabasa nimo, medyo naikulang mo, comment sila medyo naikulang, medyo taas, medyo mubo, ana, murag nawala ang message, ana. Accept those commentaries from uh, people na imong ipabasa. Sometimes it's also self-criticism. Pagbasa nimo, na-realize mo murag o ay raman pud ni ako ning usabon. Okay? Revise, no? Don't be afraid na i-revise kay part na siya sa story development process to the point na you're confident na gyud, then probably that's it, no? But keep on exploring. Mamang na purpose sa revise. Mix and match imong story, no? So you might miss something or kulang sa research, no? I-research nimo kung sakto ba na ang pag-incorporate nimo sa usa ka element, sa usa ka props, sa usa ka scene. Ano siya? From the smallest details. Okay? Now, syempre, storyboarding. We're gonna talk about that later, no? Syempre, parallel sa writing, also ang planning and brainstorming of physical preparations. Katong writing part and story development po na siya ang creative na aspect in video production. This time, napuntay physical aspect of preparation, crew. Pila mo ka tao, pila ka unsay mga administrative matters ang i-comply, no? Kung madto ka sa mga location na may permit kinahanglan kinsay pananghiran, no? Unsay mga kailangan, pila ka transportation, pila ka days, no? Unsa may ipakaon, no? Budgeting number 1. Tan-aw na to ang natay plan A, magini ato ang ideal na plano sa schedule o sa mga butang o uban pa. Pero what if, no, dili, what if naay problema, naay delay, naay mga cancellations and postponements. So unsa man atong plan B, unsa atong plan C, no? Pati mga gamit. Naka-plaster na siya. So part na siya sa pre-production. Okay? After pre-production, when everything seems to be okay and in place, we can go now to production. Okay? This is the part where i-execute na nato itong plan, itong mga gisulat nato o atong gisulat na script, no? With the guide of the storyboard, ma-plaster na siya, no? Sa mga locations or sa studio. Okay? Na may mga minor revisions sa writing, then na-realize usahay man god, na mga minor revisions gihapon even na nasa production na stage. This is because kay kung naman ko na sa pre-production, everything seems to be theoretical o idealistic. Pero pag execute na nimo sa plan, katong imuhang theoretical, makita nimo sa practical na aspect, realistic na aspect, murag dili siya applicable, murag absurd, sometimes it's absurd or dili siya workable. Then you have to revise or you have to compromise and make some changes ginagmay. Okay? That's part and parcel gid sa production work, no? Example, you've written an advertisement video advertisement about a product, let's say about your program, let's say about your course, no? A VP, audio video presentation. Then along the way, you realize na ang katong imong gisulat na the background has or the location has to be in the garden, you realize pag abot na dito dili man katong klase nga garden na background na imong kuan murag dili man siya uh, let's say kulang ang plants or dili colorful kayo. So you decided na mas nicely tan-awon kung ang background naa sa laboratory. Ano ba? Example lang na siya. So instead of garden sa original writing, you put there the background mo siya sa laboratory. Mana akong ginangon na contingency, no? If it doesn't work sa imong ideal place or sa imong ideal writing, you might want to have an alternative place or alternative nga kuan location. Okay? Now, when everything is done and na-wrap up na siya and successful siya pag kuan ninyo na without delays and postponements, mo diretso na ta sa post-production. Post-production is the time where you edit the works, the videos, no? Audio, video, music effects, ana. Okay? Someone has to do the job in doing that, the post-production na mga kuan. Inyo nang gipili ang mga nice scenes, no? Ang mga clips, video clips na kuan. In editing, katong in editing imo siyang i-plaster base sa script na imuhang o sa storyboard na imuhang gibuhat, no, in its raw form. Then pag tan-aw nimo medyo dragging or medyo kulang, that's the time na mga scenes na ikat or na mga scenes na idugan, diri mo sud ang mga minor na mga reshoot. Na-realize mo na kulangan siya na scene para ma-emphasize ang usa ka story. So you ask again the production team to mag-shoot mo balik. Di ba? Sa commercial naman or kanang sa mga kuan, mga videos, you realize na ay kailangan din siya o voice over, so ipa-voice over nimo balik ang kinsa man na talent or narrator na inyong gi-assign. Example lang na siya. Okay? So after editing, when everything is na-edit na tanan, then you think final na gyud, then it's okay, na-render na, no? Then na mo si marketing and promotion. By on a alternative sa marketing promotion, na diya i-upload sa ang video sa website, sa YouTube video, sa YouTube website, 'di ba? Tapos i-share dayon siya, no? Click like, click share, don't forget to subscribe ng mga butang, di ba? So, you really have to sell that out. I mean, this is the time na i-present mo siya sa public or sa katong target audience ninyo. Okay? And of course, sustaining, no? Listen to their feedback. I'm sure na magyapon na sila kuan, then probably if you're given a chance to improve the video, then improve the video. Okay? Then make sure na in the future nagyapon siya mapusong gyapon siya, magamit gyapon siya as references to some activities, no? If you're making AVP with AVP materials. Okay? So let's go now sa storyboarding. Okay. Ang storyboarding is a good practice and a good tool to be guided sa unsay dagan sa imong story. After writing the script, no? After writing the script, naman na, because these are just words, no? These are just words, and sometimes you need sometimes after writing these words, you need to visualize. Okay, after all, this is video production. So, kaning visualization, no, before ta mo tugpa sa production, ato sang panukaran, ato sang tan-awon i-preview kung how would it look like, no? So this storyboarding guide gid na siya. Okay? Guide number 1 sa unsay dagan sa story. Second is unsang how it will be visualized using tanaw na to kung unsang camera angles ang pwede applicable sa ani na story. Okay? kung tanawon siya sa TV or sa cinema, how would it look like? So this is also a guide for cameraman, no, videographers, kung unsang klaseng camera angle and kanang approach ang ilahang gamiton. Gamit po siya sa editor pohon kay tanaw niya kung sakto ba ang pag-plaster sa mga frames sa mga video clips. Okay? So, nganong kailangan po mag-storyboarding is that para tipid, sometimes ang video production is quite expensive. So before going to that location, no, before transporting a lot of people and a lot of equipment, no, magasto man gyud na siya. So before mo adto gyud sa actual location, tanawon sa mga director o sa mga producer, okay, mo na siyang dagan sa script, mo na dagan sa story. Yun ani pagka shoot sa ani na scene, okay? Na ay medium shot, close-up shot, ana, no? Tapos ana na ay mga instruction ginagmay, okay? Now, in storyboarding like scriptwriting, naman siya format po siya. Pero for practical uses, no? You can do it at the comfort of your sheet of paper and all that. Especially kung dili bitaw nimo na i-submit kung ang purpose is for the creation of your own video materials na upload diretso or present diretso, no? Pwede ra gid na basic. Pero sa uban man god, ila na yung gi-career na gyud nila, no? Kay they are submitting it sa mga producers na mo fund sa kuan, na mo fund sa ilahang film, sa ilang pelikula or sa ilang video production. That's why ang uban mo create og storyboard na mura nag comics, no? Similar sa comics pero panel by panel, no? Shot by shot. Okay? On the left side, you probably see here an example na grabe pagka-drawing, tsada pagka-drawing. Ayan. No? Nice. To the smallest details. Sa right naman is katong simple lang, no? It doesn't kani man kong career na kuan sa mga dagko ng mga companies, they really hire artists na ga-sideline sad og comics, gabuhat sa comics. Ga-sideline pud og kanang drawing sa mga para sa mga comics na mga companies or graphic novels, no? To make it look better, then para ma-visualize better sa director. For someone na like us na one-man show or kanang dili gifted sa drawing, no? A simple kuan lang, a simple stick lang na drawing, okay na siya, no? Butangan dayon din mo mga instruction ug uban pa. Ang importante mo diri is in storyboarding makita nimo unsang klaseng camera angle ang imong i-employ sa usa ka particular na scene. Ayan. Okay? Ano siya? Projection. For na. Okay? Now, we have, okay. Karon, okay, this is an example. Usahay, na iba ng mga companies o mga grupo na they skip to the drawing part, but after the drawing part, sa storyboarding, sometimes they make photographic storyboarding. Meaning to say, it's either they skip the drawing kay i-replace nila sa kanang screen test, no? Dili pa actual na scene pero gila sang screen test kung mo sakto ba ni na scene sa ani na script ano ba. So instead of drawing, ang ilang gamit kay mga photographs or screenshots sa videos. Ayan, from screen test. So this is an example, no? This is an example of sequence 1, 2, 3, then sa scenes, particular scene. So definitely okay. kaning sa lower part example mo ning example sa script, no? Nag sa script nakasulti dito, nag-prepare siya, na siya gi-prepare, then naglingkod siya sa bahay kubo. Kung kung ikaw pabuton sa imong mind kaning sitting beside the nipahat, sa imong mind kay pero siguro makita ang tibuok nipa na balay. Tapos literal gyud na naglingkod siya sa gilid sa nipa, nag-prepare. Okay? But using cinematography o artist perspective, creativity, so ayun ani lang ang gipakita sa camera. Kay murag it is presumed na nasa sa nipa gihapon beside the nipa. So ana ba for emphasis and for cinematographic purposes. Yan. Then ang lalaki ni sulod, no? Tapos nagdala looking at each other in a cryptic manner. So medyo layo lang siya kay kuan. Pwede gud na siya na mo i-close up para ma-emphasize lang pag tinutukay. But sa artist perspective or sa director's perspective, gusto niya yung ani lang na fix na unsa ni na frame, still shot long shot gihapon sa ilahang duha. Right? Tapos ning duol, nag-istorya sila, ana, that's an example. That is what? That's an example of a storyboard based on your principal or initial photography. Okay. What mana na dayon sa so if you're going to kuan, if you're going to apply this sa actual na video, yun ani ang may tabo. Take note. Sige ha. One by one. Marites is seen preparing something while sitting beside the nipahat. Then Bebe Roy enters carrying Marites' belongings while looking each other in a cryptic manner. Okay, that's next. Then naay dialogue si Bebe Roy o si Marites. Okay. Then money ang output sa video. Okay. So, mana akong gingon na expectation versus reality between pre-production and production, no? Asa mana ka na asa man dito ang dialogue na kuan. Okay? Please take note na kaning storyboard sa pre-production gani gibuhat. Then sa actual video, you thought na three frames lang or three sequences, mahuman rin in three sequences, medyo taas-taas, no? Medyo dramatic ang kuan. Medyo dramatic ang ito gani. Ang dagan sa scene. no, murag they own the time, they own the place. Then ang cryptic na tinanaway murag dili man to cryptic na tinanaway murag ana. So mana isa man gud sa mga kuan, isa sa mga uh, principles sa filmmaking mangrod kay show don't tell. So how can you show na or how can you emphasize a parting of ways without saying parting of ways? So siguro sa during the production na-realize sa director na murag no need naman dialogue, murag enough naman ang action because action speaks louder than words, di ba? So moto na instead na paistoryahan sila na mubiya na ka or kuan, no? It's the way of acting it out by touching the head. Char. Galing talaga ni Bebe Roy. Tapos, ana din na drama. Okay? Then, cut to another scene or another sequence. Ayan. So, mana siya. I guess, I get that was the key takeaway sa storyboarding, no? Gusto lang nako na do not, sa karon manggod, with the emergence of cell phone, everyone can create videos. And in fact, sa ilang mga social media ga-post nag videos, then mahimog viral and uban pa. So gamit gid kayo ang mga video sa karon. And with stepping up, no, you might get to create videos that might be really helpful and informative, no, especially sa panahon karon na kids nowadays learn from videos, might as well uh, uh, add value to the contents of the videos that you make. Okay? I hope that even short lang to siya, crash course ganing nahitabo ron, but I hope you have learned something, no? Don't forget, utilize the internet in a very productive and meaningful ways. Daghan kayo siya mga resources, actually free na resources on how to create basic na storyboarding and basic video through YouTube, no, na mga tutorials and all. Utilize that well. Sa una, some a lot of aspiring videographers, filmmakers, or kanang mga directors sa media, a lot would spend their money on film school sa una, mo apply pa, competitive pa kayong application for scholarship sa una, kay para lang matrain sa mga kuan, sa mga veterans, no? And you are lucky, we are lucky now na because of the internet, almost available na siya for free. So make this an opportunity to learn and experiment on these things, no? So I guess that would be all. Daghang salamat sa inyong tanan, o again daghang salamat sa inyong pag-invite.